So many of you might be looking at today's housing prices and say, holy crap, how is anyone affording this? Well, things have changed a bit, and I want to show you a few details with this short video clip coming up.
It's prices. They are still gaining slightly, but they are slowing down quickly, and in several major markets, they are now lower compared with a year ago. Take a look at these numbers from Parcel Labs, which runs real-time price data. Miami, Atlanta, Tampa, San Francisco, Nashville, and Minneapolis are now negative year over year in prices, and Austin, a major pandemic migration market, is tanking.
Now, this interview continued on as to why homebuyers are now pushing the pause button on buying a home, and I found this brief segment later in the interview that I thought was very interesting that I want you guys to take a look at.
Why do you think buyers are pausing? Does it have anything to do with mortgage rates, or is it more related to uncertainty and concern about what might be happening with their jobs?
It's all of the above. In fact, we were at an open house in Dallas yesterday, and I spoke with several buyers who said, you know, they like the house. There's plenty out there. They have the money to do it, but they're just hitting the pause button because they're nervous. They're nervous about what kind of other of their costs are going to go up due to inflation. They're worried about their jobs. They're worried about the broader economy. And they're saying, you know, we're out shopping. We're looking. We love it. Just can't pull the trigger.
But here's the thing. Take a look at this graphic right next to me. That's a snapshot from the previous video clip that I just showed you guys. Because if you take a look at the cities there that are showing price declines, other than Austin, Texas, they are very minimal, and it's actually very misleading because home prices have gone up about 50% in just the last 5 years. And coming up, I'm going to show you a housing statistic that's really going to make you say, holy crap. What's going on, my YouTube friends? This is Jerry Abbott, your #1 real estate resource here in beautiful Las Vegas. Hey guys, a couple of real quick things before we dive into the video. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to learn the cold hard facts about the U.S. economy, the U.S. real estate market, and specifically the Las Vegas real estate market, then make sure to subscribe to the channel down below. Number 2, if you happen to like the content in today's video, make sure to press that thumbs up like button, guys. That would really help the channel out. And number 3, if you are thinking about relocating to beautiful Las Vegas, whether it's next month or next year, I've got your back. I'm a local real estate agent here. I've lived here for 20 years. I know every inch of this city. When that time is right for you, definitely reach out to me. Just call, text, or email me anytime, and I'll help you find that perfect dream home. Let's dive into the video. Now, in case you didn't already know this, take a look at this recent headline that just came out. You need to earn 6 figures just to buy the average home in the United States. But more shockingly, I want you to take a look at this next graphic. So take a look at this recent article that just came out from Realtor.com. Take a look at that headline at the top where it says buyers now need to earn 70% more than they did 6 years ago to buy a home. Now, obviously, the majority of people out there do not earn 70% more income than they did just 6 years ago. And I want to show you more details in this article a little bit lower down in this specific graph. Okay, so take a look at this graph that's a little bit lower down in the article where it says changes in income required to buy a home. Now, this chart goes back to about 2019 and goes all the way up to the present year now of 2025. Take a look down here on the bottom left of the chart here. You can see right there, it says $67,000 on that far lower left number. That means you only needed to earn about $67,000 per year in 2019 to afford the average home price. Then you can see in 2020, it dropped down to $63,000 because that was the start of the pandemic. And then it started to go up. It went to $71,000 in 2021. $96,000 was a very big jump in 2022. And then it went to $110,000, $116,000, and then $114,000 right now in 2025. So this is why affordability in terms of buying a home right now in the United States is so difficult, because when you take a snapshot of this graph right here, 6 years ago, you only needed to earn about $67,000 per year, which was actually pretty reasonable back then. And now you need to earn $114,000, which is 70% higher, which obviously 70% more income in the last 6 years is not at all what people have seen in terms of a salary or a wage increase. And again, that's why affordability for the average person is so challenging right now. So now here in Las Vegas, a recent housing article just came out. You can see the headline right next to me, which is pretty absurd, which I'm going to tell you about in just a minute. But first, take a look at this short video clip.
The Las Vegas residential real estate market is being flooded with inventory. The report shows that as of the end of March, inventory has increased a massive 44.5% from a year earlier. Zillow says new listings are oversaturating the country's real estate market, and economists say Las Vegas is one of the cities leading the trend.
And essentially what has happened is that a lot of product has flooded the market. However, prices have not gone down. They're still sitting at record highs.
So Las Vegas housing inventory has definitely been increasing over the last year, but home prices are still at record highs. So to suggest that there are no buyers right now to buy homes here in Las Vegas is total nonsense. And I'm going to prove it to you with a few personal examples now coming up. All right, so now I'm on the popular real estate website Zillow, and I want to show you 3 specific examples of Las Vegas homes for sale, and not just random examples. I want to show you these 3 examples because these are homes that I've been working on with my own personal clients, starting with this multi-million-dollar home because I have a luxury buyer, and then working down a little bit lower in price, just to show you that there are still a lot of buyers out here in the Las Vegas real estate market, whether it's a luxury home or an average price point home. So take a look on the left side of the screen. You can see that this home is $5 million. So this is an ultra high-end luxury home. I have a luxury buyer that was very interested in this property. We went inside it, we toured it, they liked it. They were thinking it over for the last couple of weeks, along with another home. And while they were thinking it over, another buyer came in and purchased this property. You can see in the top left where it says active under contract. That means another buyer came in and purchased this home. So there was almost like a little bit of a bidding war between 2 buyers at a $5 million price point, which just goes to show you, especially here in Las Vegas, if a home is priced properly and it's attractive enough, especially for a luxury buyer, these homes are still selling and there are buyers for these homes. All right, so now let's take a look at this second example of another Las Vegas home for sale. Now you can see on the left side of the screen, this home is currently listed right now at about $1.1 million. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, nearly 3,100 square foot home. Again, I had another client very interested in this home. We toured the property, they liked it, but again, take a look at the top left side in that picture there where it says pending. That means another buyer came in. Again, while my client was considering this home, somebody else stepped in and purchased this home. It's now pending. And the reason why my client was still considering this home and not thinking about actually buying it is because we thought this home was definitely overpriced. I still think is massively overpriced. And I want to show you those details about it down below. Okay, so focus your attention down at the bottom of the screen in the blue highlight. Down in the bottom left there, the date says 9/25/2020. So it's almost 5 years ago when this home was listed for sale for $475,000. Now, right above that, they removed the listing because for whatever reason, they didn't want to continue on with potentially selling the home. And then if we scroll up here, we just take a look right here at the top, you can see that price point of $1.1 million at the beginning of this year. So this home was listed for sale nearly 5 years later for $1.1 million when it was originally listed for sale for less than $500,000 not even 5 years ago. Now here's the thing, when we ran the actual comparable homes in the area, this home did not match a $1.1 million price tag. This was very much overpriced. Now again, we don't know what the ultimate selling price will be, but my client was only considering it for a short while because when we found out that this home was massively overpriced, they eventually wanted to walk away. But guess what? Another buyer came in, stepped in, and purchased the home. Again, we don't know what the final sales price will be, but it just goes to show you, even at this kind of a price point, there are still buyers for these particular homes. All right, so now let's take a look at this third and final example of another Las Vegas home for sale. Now take a look on the left side of the screen. It says $401,000. Now this is a townhome, brand new built. It's a 2-bedroom, 3-bath, nearly 1,500 square foot home. And you can see again at the top left, it says pending. My client just purchased this home, so we're in contract right now on it. So again, it just goes to show you whether it's a townhome at $400,000 or a $1 million home or a multi-million-dollar home, there are still a tremendous amount of buyers out here still buying properties at all different price points in the Las Vegas real estate market. So you can see just from a few of my own personal examples just in the last few weeks that there are still plenty of buyers buying homes here in Las Vegas at all different price points. Now, is it at the same frenzy pace that it was just a couple of years ago when we were in the peak of the real estate market? Of course not. But for a local news channel to suggest that there are no buyers right now buying homes is irresponsible and actually pretty absurd. Now, before I end today's video, I just want to add in a quick new segment, which is my favorite negative comment of the week because I get a lot of negative comments and a lot of people trolling me. So I'm going to put this up here on full screen and read it to you and then come back on the other side and give you my thoughts. So this person TV wrote, real estate market will crash. I understand you have to make a living, but flat out lying is not kosher. So everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but that's actually a pretty silly one since what I'm showing you guys is actual data. Those charts and those websites that I'm showing you in each of these videos is public information. I am not making that information up. I would love to hear from you guys. I would love for you to drop me a comment down below. I read and respond to all of my comments. If it were you, how would you handle people like this who make these kind of comments to your videos? So just to close out the video, I know everybody's circumstances are different when it comes to buying a home. Some people are waiting right now on the sidelines, hoping for home prices to drop, hoping for interest rates to drop, while other people, like I showed earlier in the video, are definitely buying homes, not just here in Las Vegas, but throughout the country. Now, certain markets around the country are definitely starting to fall off a little bit, but other markets like here in Las Vegas are still very strong. That's a personal decision that only you can make when you're comfortable enough to make that decision to purchase a home. If you are thinking about buying a home, especially here in the Las Vegas real estate market, I've got your back. I'm a local real estate agent here. I've lived here for 20 years. I know every inch of this city. When that time is right for you, definitely reach out to me. Just call, text, or email me anytime, and I'll help you find that perfect dream home. I'll see you in the next video.